What up, YouTube? It is early AM. It's 2:30 Central Time, but I'm not in the Central Zone no more. I'm in the Eastern Zone, so it's 3:30 in the morning. I have a delivery, and actually I have 3 deliveries. I got 3 drops on this run. One in Twinsburg, Ohio, which is just southeast of Cleveland. One up in Cleveland, and then one back over in Valley View, Ohio, which is East Cleveland. It's cold. It's cold, folks. It's like 5 degrees here, like 14 below with the wind chill. It's cold. And the further east I go, the worse it's going to get. Everything's still icy up here. The main highways are clear, but parking lots and stuff here at the truck stops are pretty bad. I got up the other night after I shut down in the rest area. I got up and left out at just a couple minutes after 12, and roads wasn't no better. The wind wasn't blowing, but the roads wasn't no better. Roads were actually worse. But I had to drive about 20 miles an hour for like 40 miles to get out of it. But once I got north of Bloomington, it was fine. Roads opened up, cleared out. I was actually able to make my delivery. I was only 15 minutes late, which they didn't have a problem with because they had like tons of trucks that didn't make it in when they were supposed to be because of the weather. And yesterday on my way back out, I had to go over to Ottawa and pick up this load. There was a lot of snow right at Chicago, lake effect snow, and it got pretty rough for a little bit, but lucky enough they had put enough stuff down, it wasn't freezing up, it was actually slushing. So hats off to Indiana. Now I did notice something yesterday, and I wanted to kind of bring this up. It's one of the reasons I come in here. Come on this morning this early. I'm at a truck stop right now. I'm at the Loves. Now, truck stops up here is sporadic. But Indiana, like the big, huge areas where you see on in these other states where they have the barns where they keep their salt or their sand or whatever in, keep it dry so they can dump it. Indiana has these big, huge parking lots for trucks. There is a crap ton outside the cities in Indiana. So if you get stuck in town, just get out of town. There's plenty of spots out here. Out here on 80, I've done past 4 or 5 that were big, huge areas where you could park. But I'm at a Love's right now. I got here yesterday, probably around 2-ish, somewhere in that neighborhood. After they finally got my load ready. I wanted to get all the way over to Toledo, but that didn't happen. So I'm about 3 hours out from my delivery. It says I'll be there at 7 o'clock their time, which is perfect because I have an 8 o'clock appointment. So, but I know my 8 o'clock appointment don't mean nothing where I'm going. 8 o'clock just means that's when you're gonna show up. Doesn't mean you're gonna get unloaded. Maybe 8 o'clock that night. But I've got 3 drops, and they all got little small parts on them. You know, there's not that many coming off at the first stop, not too many at the second, not too many at the third. So it's split up in 3, so it's not a whole lot. But we're sitting here. I just got out and did my poo trip, got back in, and I'm gonna tell you it's cold. It's cold. I got my heater cranked up, and get ready to roll out of here. I see quite a few trucks still running back out on the roads, so the roads are pretty good. Now when I left last night, or yesterday morning from that rest area, there wasn't hardly nothing on the road. There was a couple trucks on the road, but not many. And there was a bunch of them in the ditch. A bunch of fresh ones in the ditch because they were driving way faster. And what what was getting them is you running down the road, you got open fields, and it, like I said it before, it just blew over. Well, and all of a sudden you got tree lines and the road looks perfectly fine, you just take off. Well, you got to watch it, because 30 feet up the road it might be a big sheet of ice again. Sure enough, that's what would happen. There was a clean area, this guy took off, and then I seen him in the ditch. I was like, well, feel bad for you. You done that on your own. So, but we got our pre-trip done. We just kind of sitting here. I don't want to get there too early. They won't let you in the gate, so might as well just sit on it. But we're about to get up out of here now. Shows I'll be there like 6:52. I'm sure something's gonna slow me down, get me there about 7 o'clock, which is check-in time for them. So, until next one, guys. Have a good one.